Peopling of the world. The peopling of the world consists of four parts. First is Genesis. We evolved in southern Africa from the great apes. We are closely related to gorillas and chimpanzees with genetic distances as follows. Gorillas to humans, 1.4%. Humans to chimpanzees, 1.2%. Chimpanzees to gorillas, 1.2%. The fossil record traces our origins to Africa. Next is spread. Movement out of Africa via land bridges initially and gateways, later with boats and ships. Next is isolation, geographic isolating mechanisms including mountains, oceans, deserts, jungles, and sheer distance. And then differentiation, that is adaptation, evolution, founder effects, bottlenecks, drift all contribute to morphological and behavioral changes in any biological population. Later with humans, we have biocultural mechanisms of isolation. The spread around the world occurred along these routes. Note that Genesis was in Africa. Humans were in Europe and Asia long before they were in other regions. The Americas were colonized only for around 12,000 years ago, and many regions such as Australia, Tasmania, and the Pacific Islands were extremely isolated and thus not colonized until relatively late. Anthropologists divide the human population into five main population subgroups, including European, which includes populations from Scandinavia in the north to southern Europe and North Africa in the south, African, which refers to sub-Saharan African, blacks, Asian, which includes the Mongoloid peoples and India and Pakistan, and American, which are all Aboriginal populations in the Americas, and Australian Pacific, including Melanesians, Polynesians, and Australian Aborigines. We can think of these as the basic floor plans for the wide variety of cultural and ethnic divisions. So the world population looks something like this. All the broad categories defined by populations in Africa, Asia, and so forth consist of multiple subcategories and ethnic groups. For example, Northwest Europeans consist of groups such as Dutch, English, Irish, Scots, Walloons, Germans, and so forth. And Germans are further subdivided into regional ethnic groups of Rhinelanders, Westphalians, and so forth. So we are all part of a microgroup, which in turn is part of a series of larger classifications of ethnicity and cultural categories. These are part of our earlier tribal heritage. The main point here is that historical reasons alone explain many of the differences across human subgroups. These differences pre-adapted different groups for different rates of societal development and in turn of technological innovation.